Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about JayDaYoungan. Now, JayDaYoungan is a rapper from Louisiana, and dude has been in the news a lot lately. And it all is centered around this arrest, or this recent arrest, because dude has been locked up a lot within the last year and a half. You know what I mean? But in this recent arrest, it looks all bad because he's facing some really serious charges, man. And this time he got locked up in his home state of Louisiana. Now, according to JayDaYoungan, it seems like when he got locked up, it wasn't all easy time for him because he took to social media to talk about an altercation that he allegedly got into. Now, I'm not sure if he really did get into a fight. You got people on social media who are calling cap on this, but JayDaYoungan went to social media to share his story in this clip that I'm about to play. But before we get to the clip and before we talk about the specifics of his last arrest, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this boy, JayDaYoungan, man. Now, JayDaYoungan allegedly got into a fight while he was locked up in Amite Parish Jail. Now, that's the county jail he was locked up in back in September 16th when he caught his charge, man, his most recent charge. And just to jog everybody's memory, let's go back to the day he got locked up, or a couple of days after. There was a news report that was published by the WAFB News there in Baton Rouge, and the headline said this. It said, rapper JayDaYoungan arrested as accessory in Roseland Trail ride murder. Tangipahoa sheriff says. So basically the Tangipahoa sheriff for that parish or whatnot came out and put out a statement through their office that JayDaYoungan had been arrested. And these were the charges. Now, the public information officer, they said this. They said that JayDaYoungan, who's 23 years old, is a native of Bogalusa, Louisiana, was arrested and booked in the Tangipahoa Parish Jail in Amite on Thursday, September 16th, and released on bond set at $175,000 on the 20th of September. JayDaYoungan was charged with an accessory to second-degree murder and obstruction of justice, she said. Now, this was the person who was speaking on behalf of the sheriff's office. Now, since then, it's been a lot of news stories coming out. JayDaYoungan allegedly contributed to somebody losing their job as well. I did a video about that yesterday, and basically somebody who works for the jail allegedly took pictures of JayDaYoungan while he was in his jail cell about to be released, and the rapper put it on his social media page, and those pictures are taken down. They're no longer to be found on his page. They are out there because a lot of people were, screenshotting them when he put them out there. But man, eventually somebody involved in that lost their job. Now they didn't press any legal charges against them, but they did lose their job. That's a crazy story if you want to check that video. But according to all the information, it looks like he's facing this second-degree murder charge and an obstruction of justice charge, and it just ain't looking good because dude has been locked up for a couple of events. One back in 2020, August timeframe, and another situation in August timeframe, 2020, that led to this arrest. So, man, it looks like JayDaYoungan, according to these reports, was out there wilding. Now, JayDaYoungan, you would think after he got released, he would be cool. He would chill out. But no, he then took to social media and talked about his whole experience in jail. And from what he says, it sounds like he got into a fight. It sounds like he got into a fisticuffs. It sounds like it went down, man. But, man, let me let JayDaYoungan tell you about it. But before we get to that, a lot of people are online. They don't believe him. They don't believe him because it comes off a little soldier boyish, man. It doesn't sound like a real fight. It sounds like a story. It sounds made up even in his delivery. But I'll let you be the judge of that. Let's check out the clip.
Some of them, yeah, hitting with some of them. I'm doing like that, them really coming though. Hitting with some of them bitches. It ain't that my shit though. Cody hit him about three more of them bitches. He let me go, boom. And he go down there, bust up, mouth bust up, face all bust up, all the flow. Blood as a, I got blood all on my hands, cut up all my knuckles and shit, bleed. Blood everywhere and shit though. CO coming in. Come here. You the rapper, come here. They said, come here. I said, man, what the y'all want? Come here. I say, man, what the do y'all want? You fighting? I'm like, I ain't been fighting with y'all. I've been asleep. They said, well, how you got blood on you? I said, man,
Okay, now you seen that clip and you heard JayDaYoungan's story. He said that he was in there giving it to somebody. And to be honest, I didn't like how none of that sounded, especially when it comes to jail, man. All those noises he was making sound like something I don't want to hear if I'm ever locked up. I ain't no street dude or nothing like that, and I don't anticipate being locked up, but it ain't sound good. Now, based on what he said, it sounds like he was giving somebody some uppercuts or something like that, and he was saying he was letting them go and, knocking the dude back. But a lot of people don't believe that, man. JayDaYoungan, I hate to, is sizes a word? But he's not a real big dude, man. He's only 140 pounds, and they have him listed as 6 foot. So that's really, really slim. So, I mean, and he's probably learned a lesson that a lot of people learn when they go to jail. All the stuff that you do in the streets and all that, man, it's a whole different game, allegedly, when you go to jail, man. Because, in that environment, size does matter a lot. You know what I mean? So maybe JayDaYoungan is telling the truth, and maybe he was throwing those things, because there's slim dudes who can really throw those things and stuff like that. But the story just sounds crazy if you ask me. You know what I mean? I think that JayDaYoungan definitely has the ability to protect himself, and hopefully he didn't have to get in that kind of situation. But based on what you heard, do y'all believe any of that? I don't know, man. I'm stuck on it. But, man, just for the naysayers, man, let's do something, man. Let's play it one more time, man, and make sure we get exactly what he was saying. At least that part in the front where he was talking about when he was throwing the hits and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Some of them, yeah, hitting on some of them. Them doing like that, them really coming though.
Boy, if you don't... What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Man, and I'll let y'all be the judge of it, man. I don't know. Maybe JayDaYoungan has a hyperactive imagination and he just dreams all that fighting, or maybe he's telling the real, because I heard there's video evidence out there that he really got into an altercation, and hopefully he's not making it up. But to be honest, man, it does remind me of some old Soulja Boy. Even though sometimes Soulja Boy was telling the truth. Like a lot of the times that Soulja Boy said he was getting into fights and stuff, he was telling the truth. He was being 100. Even the situation with the gun situation we were talking about, or they talked about back in the day, that was true as well, man. It's just the delivery sometimes sounds funny, and it makes you question what he's saying. But right now, in all seriousness, JayDaYoungan is looking at some real deal charges. And hopefully he's doing everything he can as far as getting legal representation, as opposed to just going to social media and letting everybody know how tough he is. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.